I always love following Susan. Conference, Margaret Greer, Edmonton, CLP, first-time delegate, first-time speaker, inspired to speak to you today. Conference, the two most dangerous pre-existing pre-COVID-19 conditions that black people experience are racism and economic inequality. You see, institutional and structural racism exists in the UK in both the labour market and broader society. But Conference, let me make it very clear. There is no conflict between defending working class interests and pushing for equality for black people, because today's working class is multi-ethnic, multi-faith and multilingual. But friends, notice there is more pressure on black people to stop talking about race than there is for the racists to stop being racist. It would appear that the system doesn't want racism to end, it just wants you and I to stop talking about it. But in our Labour Party work conference, the importance of combating racism is so critical, as we have seen throughout this week. You see, racist stereotyping about black people, even in jest, is unacceptable. It is prejudicial and it causes racial trauma to both the individual and the group who experience it. The issue of systemic racism conference needs to be met with solutions, including exposure of perpetrators, addressing the legacies of racism and racial inequality of opportunity. You see, that has happened to black people, that black people still face. So that's why I'm no longer talking to white people about racism. I'm talking to white allies who are standing up and calling out racism, because they know it's time's up to end the indignities, the inequalities and injustices black people face, because we know that racism is a burden that threatens our very existence. So, Conference, as a councillor, community activist, trade unionist, I will not be shamed into believing that my blackness makes me unequal, that my blackness will determine my life chances. Because, Conference, in order to insult me, I would first have to value your opinion. And so, friends, we must reinforce our stance that we challenge the politics of hate. We reaffirm our commitment to speaking out, standing up and calling out racism and Islamophobia, despite the obstacles put before us, because our future generation depends on it. And Conference, black lives, they do matter. Thank you.